Hey guys, Miss Manning here for another Miss Manning Math Experience video. So this is part 2 of the 10.5 notes that I was giving you and examples that I was showing you. The notes, guys, like I said, you have book notes that I give you every section, class notes that if you go down into that need more help folder, if you want some like handwritten notes from me or some things that I'm thinking about, you can see it there. The book notes are there at the top of the page. You should be reading through those before you watch these lesson notes. These lesson notes are just that. They're me showing you some examples of the lesson. So even when I am not here in video spirit, I am usually here with a done group of notes. And so even if you're reading through the notes already done, maybe after you've read through those other pieces, it will come together for you a little bit better than if you were just left alone to your own, resources to try to figure out how to do these things. So you guys, please make sure that every time, if in case there's not a video there for you to watch, that you still use the other video resources that I leave for you in the Need More Help folder, or you're making sure that you're looking at your book resources as well. So we're just going to jump on in here and get going. The vertex here is on the outside, so we know if it's on the outside, then we're going to subtract the two pieces of intercepted arc in between the gator's mouth, right? So the stuff that's in the gator's mouth is going to be closed in the gator's mouth. That's the things that we're talking about. So here and here. Okay, so in the gator's mouth, in the gator's, this is the back of the throat, and there's his teeth, all right? So we're chomping all of that. So we're going to take the measurement of angle 1, that's going to be equal to half of, and since it's on the outside, we're subtracting. And so big minus small, please, 92 minus 43, and that's going to be half of 92 minus 43, which is 49. Okay, so we're talking 49 halves there, which is approximately 24.5 degrees. Okay, measurement of angle 1 is 24.5 degrees. Number 8. So these are two tangents, okay? These are two tangents. And we're not looking at how to find the pieces of the tangent or the pieces of the chord yet, which is what we do in the next section. Here we're talking about finding the angle amounts or the chord amounts, that kind of thing. So when we're doing these questions, it's going to be very important that when we're setting up some of these questions, guys, it does get a bit crazy, okay? It does get a bit crazy. Like, for instance, understanding that angle 2 is a 90-degree angle, right? Angle 2 is 90 degrees. So we know we have angle 2. We got this intercepted part, which is 270. We're looking for angle 1. So angle 2, which is 90, vertex is outside. 90 is equal to half of the two things that I would have subtracted, which would be 270 minus x is whatever 1 is for me, right? Whatever 1 is for me is acting as my x right now. So I'm going to say 90 is equal to, and I should have went ahead and changed that to 180, right? Let's go ahead and multiply both sides times 2. So 180 is equal to 270 minus x. And so I'm going to go ahead and subtract 270, giving me negative x is equal to 180 minus 270. So that's negative 90, and we're going to divide by negative 1, so x equals 90 degrees. So x equals 90 degrees. And that's sort of weird, but so does angle 1, okay? So does angle 1, so that's sort of, even for them to sort of put it in there so that the answer to those are the same, it sort of really, messes with the brain a little bit. So I know that one was crazy, but it's a good question. All right, angle 2, we know here he's on the outside. We got angle 1 there. This is 134, that's 170, so the whole thing is 360. So let's go. 170 plus 134. That's going to give us 304, and so all I don't know is 1, right? So we're going to take 360 minus 304. That's going to give us 56, and so that leaves me with 56 for this little piece that's inside here. So the measurement of angle 2 is going to be equal to 134 minus my 56 divided by 2. So we're going to take 134 minus 56. That's 78. We're going to take that divided by 2, and we're going to get 39. degrees. All right, 39 degrees there. All right, let's keep trucking along. I'm trying to make this video too long for you, okay? No, I'm talking fast. I don't ever mean to. It's just that I don't want your videos to be super duper long. 17 minutes for that last one. It's a long video. All right, so looking for, again here, this is 130, that's 105. This piece over here is 70, so I can easily find angle 1. It's just whatever's left over after I subtract all of those from 360. So we're going 130 plus 70 plus 105. So 360 minus I want to say that was 305, right? Yep. And that was 55. So we know that 1 is 55 degrees, okay? So arc 1 equals 55 degrees, and then the measurement of angle 2 is going to be equal to, it's outside, so we are subtracting 130 minus 55 and dividing it by 2. So we're taking 130 minus 55, that's 75, divide that by 2, that's 37.5. 37.5 degrees for the measurement of angle 2. All right. So, and here we want angle 1. Okay, we're looking for angle 1 here. So we can get this inside one by taking their average and dividing by 2. Okay, so that's not going to be angle 1, but it's going to be the one that's supplementary to it, right? So I'm going to take 53 plus 41. Okay. And that's how much that angle is. So the angle is equal to that, right? 53 plus 41 divided by 2 is what's equal to this angle. So 53 plus 41 is 94, divided by 2 would be 47. So that makes this angle in here 47. So those are a linear pair. So I can take 180 minus that 47 to get 133 degrees for the measurement of angle 1. All right. We got a secant and a tangent. This is secant tangent, but the vertex is still on the outside, okay? The vertex is still on the outside. All of this arc piece is 174. This arc piece right here is 119. So we're going to go ahead and take 174 plus 119. That gives us 293. We're going to take 360 minus the 293. That gives us 67. Okay, so that leaves us with 67 here. So the measurement of angle 1 is going to be equal to half of 119 minus 67. Okay, half of 119. Again, outside, take the subtract. Okay, outside subtract, inside add, half of every time. Half of every time, okay? So we got 119 minus 67. That's 52 divided by 2. That's going to give us 26 degrees for the measurement of angle 1. So the measurement of angle 1 is equal to 26 degrees. Measurement of angle 1 is equal to 26 degrees. All right, these last three guys are a little bit more algebraic in nature, okay? Some of these are a little bit more algebraic in nature, as you can see the expressions here that we're looking at. All right, but we're still doing the same rules, okay? So if this is 3x minus 1 and this was an inscribed angle, then we got 3x minus 1 by taking half of 5x plus 33. That's how that works, okay? You got 3x minus 1 by taking half of 5x plus 33. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. That cancels. And that is distributive property. So that's going to be 6x minus 2 equals 5x plus 33. Subtract there. X minus 2 equals 33. And then x equals 35. We're just solving for x there. Okay. You're just finding the value of x and solving for x there. So this is you technically just taking the rule, solving up the equation that will suffice and make the rule true. Okay. And then giving the value for the value of x. All right. Next one again, what do we have? Average, this is inside. They're chords, they're inside, so that means I average and add, right? I average, I add. So I'm taking 10x minus 1 plus x divided by 2 is what gave us 38. Okay, I'm just saying what happens. What do? I take the two arcs that are intercepted, I add them up, I divide them by 2, and that's what gives me my angle amount. Okay, that's what's giving me my angle amount there. Okay, so we have 10x and x, so that's 11x minus 1 over 2. We're going to go ahead and combine like terms before we get started. Times by 2 on both sides, that's 11x minus 1 equals 76. 11x minus 1 equals 76. We're going to add 1, so 11x equals 77. Divide by 11, x is 7. X is 7. I got a little too free with the pen over there, right? 11x equals 77. X equals 7. Okay, we're going to put some white out right there, so all up in my other space. We need that space, homies. We need this space. We need our space. All right, last one. Yay! Bro, it took forever to do these 15. Let's go. All right, here we go. One more, guys. So I'm trying to find out this dude right here. Okay, this guy, this is x. So this is everything. This is the rest of the circle minus x, right? 360 minus x is what this part is. If this part is x, the whole thing would be 360. I would take 360 minus the x to get the top part of my angle. How did we get 45 degrees? Okay, we would have taken, if this is on the outside, these are two tangents, so outside means we subtract, right? On the outside is when we subtract, so we would have taken 45 degrees is equal to half of, and we would have took 360 minus x to get that 45 degrees. We would have took half of this intercepted arc minus this intercepted arc, took half of that to get the 45. That's what we did. Okay, so what do we have now? 45 is equal to half of, I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms, 360 minus 2x. So now I'm just going to solve this equation. It's not one of the cutest, but it's definitely doable. We're going to multiply by 2 on both sides, and so that gives us 90 is equal to 360 minus 2x. Subtract our 360, so 90 minus 360, 270, but I'll make sure you see it. Okay, so we have negative 270. That's equal to negative 2x. We're going to divide by negative 2. So x equals 135. 135 degrees. All right, so x is 135 degrees. That takes us to our last example, guys. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Ms. Manning Math Experience. I hope I answered all your questions that you need answered for your homework to go successfully. Have a wonderful night. If you need anything, make sure you send me an email, shout out, whatever you need. Bye, guys. Have a great evening.